So when I think about all the people coming the first day into the Soraya, what was so exciting about it is the building was really designed as the lobby itself and building is designed as a stage set. So all the actors are the audience. So when you walk around the lobby and you pay attention to all the spaces, there's the grand stone foyer. There's that large, wonderful first floor. The sweeping arc of the grand stair comes up and barely touches the lobby. It's a structural cantilever. And then once you go up, there's a lot of these little areas, almost peekaboo areas, but that sweeping, those grand arcs that come in from Nordhoff also sweep you out into the courtyard. And so I see the courtyard also being a stage set. So when somebody is in the lobby on the upper floors, they look down at the courtyard and everybody using it. But also in the courtyard, you look back and it's the north wall is all glass. So you see people going in and out of the spaces, in and out of the gallery space. When I look at the Soraya and when I experience it, it's in many ways almost like opening up an instrument case. That you have this exterior that's doing all the things it needs to do, and it's protecting it and it's cushioning it. And so you walk down those sound and light locks and you come into a space, and that's where you see the instrument itself. And that to me is the hall. The hall is this precious instrument, and the rest of the building's protecting it. And so when we talked about it from the very beginning, there's a lot of spaces, theaters, and concert halls that make a distinct separation between stage and hall. So the stage is the jewel. And so often they have a proscenium. Prosceniums are the standard way that you separate hall from auditorium. And so from the very beginning, I kept saying, I want the stage to be part of the hall. And so I knew I wanted that rich wood, just like in an instrument, like a beautiful instrument. And so how do you get that gesture? How do you get that pull between stage and hall? And that's where the ribbons came from, is the ribbons were just these pieces that pulled, that undulated, that had that energy of a performance space. When we started the design process, the request was that we make the building sustainable and try to achieve a gold LEED status. Because at the time, nobody was designing performing arts centers that were sustainable. They're extremely difficult to make sustainable, as you can imagine, because you have to completely control the sunlight. You have to completely control humidity and temperature. And so they're doing everything, which is the opposite of what sustainability often is about. And there's very simple sustainability principles about where you get the materials, how you use the materials, using materials in a very efficient way. You go all the way back to thinking about the footprint of the building, which is basically the plan of the building. So we actually got rid of some indoor space. We took some space out of, say, the lobbies. So right there, it's an incredibly sustainable gesture to say, okay, we're only going to condition and control this amount of space. This space is outside, and we're just going to let it be green. That is permeable to rainwater and everything else. That's extremely sustainable. It was always about how do we bring the arts, the community, the students together. It was always this bringing everybody together. And so that's where the design for the hall, it had to be that the stage and the audience were one.